show families that Land of Frost Premium Lunch Meat has generous portions for an affordable price, we got help from AI. Oh, yes. Wow.
This is why we don't do artificial.
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost Premium Meat.
Smasher Sports is proud to be the diamond sponsor of the 2026 Diamond Youth Baseball World Series. Smasher Sports is your one-stop shop for everything baseball and softball. Top brands, unbeatable prices, and gear trusted by players and coaches everywhere. From T-ball to the World Series stage, we've got your players and teams covered. Use code DYB15 to save 15% off your order at smashersports.com today.
Tired of missing registration deadlines while managing work and family chaos? Team Pass makes youth sports registration simple. Sign up your kids for their favorite activities in minutes from anywhere. Tell your leagues to get Team Pass now. Visit www.teampass.com.
Welcome into Laurel, Mississippi. This is Kevin Maloney, and today we're bringing you live Division II Majors World Series action as we have South Carolina taking on Miller County, Georgia. A hot summer day here in Laurel, Mississippi. We've got two teams that are used to the heat in Georgia and South Carolina. Here's our Orlando Frost starting lineup. We'll do first for our visitors on the scoreboard today. Visitors from Saluda, South Carolina. Leading off at shortstop is 13, Chandler Crouch. Batting second at third base, 10, Ethan Burnett. Batting third and pitching is 8, Will Ergel. Batting fourth and catching, 7, Braylon Perry. Batting fifth in center field, 36, Cannon Cochran. Batting sixth at first base, 18, Cooper Adams. Batting seventh is 17, Cash Durst. Batting eighth is 3, Briar Bradley. Batting ninth is 24, Ian Davila at second base. Batting 10th in right field is 4, Colton Horn. 11th, Bo Bradley. And batting 12th is the left fielder, 1, Knox Cromley. Head coach of South Carolina is Jarrett Cochran. Assistants are Chad Burnett and Jay Bradley. Saluda will bat first here today. Let's tell you how these teams got here. Saluda, South Carolina defeated Catahoula, Louisiana yesterday, 22-2 in pool play. I believe that Catahoula was a late addition to the tournament. And Miller County, Georgia defeated them 22-2. For Saluda, South Carolina, they fell to Sweetwater, Tennessee yesterday, 4-0. I did talk to both of these head coaches before the game just to try to fill out both teams a little bit. And one of the coaches was telling me that they didn't leave the field at probably 6 o'clock yesterday, so it was a very quick turnaround for them, probably one of the quickest turnarounds here at the tournament. And we're ready to get things underway here. It's going to be Chandler Crouch. We'll set the defense for you for Georgia. In left field, it's Godfrey, Judah Judkins, and Roach left to right. Here comes the first pitch from Josiah Judkins. It's fouled out of play. Around the diamond, third to first, it's Hathorn, Butler, Spann, and Rowland. Josiah Judkins on the mound, his brother Judah in center field, and then Hudson is your catcher. Just underway here in Laurel, Mississippi. Count now to ball and a strike. Saluda, South Carolina, about 45 minutes from Columbia, a farm town. Crouch lines one back off the pitcher's glove, and he's going to be into first base with an infield single to start the game off. Crouch is on base. That'll bring up the third baseman, 10, Ethan Burnett. I had a nice little laugh with the coaches. I know a lot of these are from smaller towns. I talked to the head coach of Miller County, Georgia. He's trying to make Pirate Nation proud. He said that we have one red light in our town. The first pitch is grounded through the left side, through the hole. Now it's going to be a tough play to get the runner at first base, so probably going to do another infield single there. Runners at first and second. But I was having a good laugh with the coaches. One of them said, we've got one red light in Georgia. And then the Saluda, South Carolina coach, Coach Cochran, said, we've got 4 red lights, and we have $3 Generals. So Lots of fun facts about some of these teams, but we'll get through that throughout the broadcast. This brings up Will Ergel, the pitcher. First and second, nobody out. Takes a called strike one. Pitch is grounded to third. To Hathorn, he'll step on the bag at third, tries to get the runner at second. He rolls over the bag, and he's going to be safe. So it's be a fielder's choice for Ergel. The put out's going to be at third base. There's one out. And so Burnett will advance to second base. So you got first and second with one out. Here's Braylon Perry. The catcher wears number 7. Takes called strike one. He's a Saluda 8th grader. Best part of baseball, he says, is hitting bombs. Don't know if we've seen many here in this tournament to start. The wind is blowing a little right to left. His favorite baseball memory is hitting his first home run. Count now is ball and, or no balls, 2 strikes. Fouls this one out of play to stay alive. Braylon's granddad, I've been told, is a big-time veterinarian guy out of Clemson University. I think they said that he's in the Wall of Fame there. That's a pretty big deal. This one's grounded to third. Another chance for Hathorn. He'll step on the bag. He's got the first 2 out. So back-to-back fielder's choices. And there's 2 away. The runner's still at first and second. So after back-to-back infield singles, a nice job by Josiah Judkins to settle down and get 2 ground balls to third base. It brings up the center fielder, Cannon Cochran. Can-Man. He's a 7th grader at Saluda Middle School. Fouls this one down the third base line. You're going to see a lot of these with some of these bio sheets. He said, what's the best part of baseball? He said, the fun of it, hitting dingers, and kissing pretty women. So he's in 7th grade. I wonder if his parents know that. The 0-1 is lined into right field. It'll get down for a base hit. They're going to wave the runner around third base. Here's the throw, going to be cut off. And it's going to be a 2-out RBI single for Cannon Cochran. First run of the game. That's the first run of the weekend for Saluda, who was shut out yesterday. It'll score Ergel from second base. So 1-0, Saluda, South Carolina on top. Brings up the first baseman, Cooper Adams. Takes a called strike. Coop with a chance to keep the inning alive here. 2 on, 2 outs. Fouls this one out of play. Favorite baseball memory for Coop was beating Latta in the 8th inning 4-3 in the state tournament. That's the reason that Saluda got to the championship game. And if I remember right, this is only the 2nd team ever to make the World Series from Saluda, South Carolina. So congrats to them no matter what happens in this tournament. Fouls that one out of play. Double elimination format here at the Diamond Youth Baseball World Series, presented by Smash It Sports. Here comes the 0-2 from Judkins. Swing and a miss, and a first strikeout recorded for Josiah Judkins, but Saluda gets 1 run on the board on an RBI single from Cochran. And we'll head to the bottom of the first and a chance for Miller County, Georgia to respond.
Begins with the bat and ball. This is America's game. More than 5 million people are having fun at bat, and even more have answered the call to play ball. With the help of those who came before, our pastime's future is bright. When the lights are brightest, those who came through the pipeline are ready. All roads lead here. Playing for your country, playing for the love of the game, playing for glory.
See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasting, Brad. Cheese, 10 more, go.
I'm getting shredded.
Land of Frost Premium Meat, now in hot honey flavors.
Are you frustrated with league management systems that make you feel like you need an engineering degree to use them?
Today's game is brought to you by Lando Frost, a family-owned business that's been making great tasting lunch meat for over 60 years. Find their brands in supermarkets nationwide. Check them out at landofrost.com. Miller County, Georgia up to bat for the first time. All they did yesterday was score 22 runs in pool play. This is Haven Butler. He'll be followed by Josiah Judkins, Hoke Godfrey, William Hathorn. Found out of play, counts a ball and a strike. 1 red light in Miller County, Georgia. And if you're not a Burger King or a Hardee's fan, you are in trouble. This ball is grounded to second base. That's Davila. He'll make the play, and there's 1 away, the 4-3 put out. There is a Burger King and a Hardee's almost in eyesight in Georgia. And if you're not a fan of one of those, I think you got to travel a pretty long ways to get you some food. So if you're not eating at home and don't like Burger King or Hardee's, you are in trouble. This brings up Josiah Judkins, the pitcher, with 1 away here in the bottom of the first. Hometown is Colquitt, Georgia. He's on the mound today. Middle school 7th grader. Takes that for a ball. I can tell my age here. I've never heard of Forrest Frank, but that's what he says his favorite pregame song and artist is, Forrest Frank. I'll have to give that one a listen. Takes a called strike, 3-1 from Ergel. He also plays football and basketball, but he wants to play baseball after this. Right on the line, fair ball. It's going to be a long throw, not in time, and it's going to be an infield single for Josiah Judkins right down the third base line. Let's set the defense for you for South Carolina. In the outfield, left to right is Cromley, Cochran, and Horn. Around the diamond is Burnett, Crouch, Davila, and Adams. Will Ergel is your pitcher, and Braylon Perry is your catcher. This brings up Hoke Godfrey, the 3-hitter in the order. Hokey Pokey is what his nickname is. Out of Colquitt, Georgia. Southwest Georgia Academy, 8th grader. He's going to be a big kid. If he's only in 8th grade right now, he's going to be having some size. Also plays football. favorite players, Manny Machado of the Padres. One on, one out here in the bottom of the first inning. Takes it down low, and it's a 4-pitch walk, and there's 2 on, 1 away for Miller County, Georgia. William Hathorn, the third baseman, will step to the plate. And you thought that Godfrey was a big kid. William Hathorn has got some size to him. On our bio sheets here, we don't have a height weight, but he's taller than I am, I'm going to say. And I'm 44, and he's, 11? At a Southwest Georgia Academy, an 8th grader. Takes a heavy cut there, and it's a ball and a strike. His future career plans are to be an MLB player. Here's the 1-1 to him. Checked his swing. Said he did go. A ball and 2 strikes. So 2 on, 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. Tylen Hudson on deck. Struck him out. First strikeout for Ergel, and there's 2 away. So let's see if Miller County can get something going with 2 outs like Saluda did. They had an RBI single with 2 away. And he plunks him in the back. It's going to load the bases. So runners at all 3 bags, and this is Riker King, 21. Head coach Cameron Holt going to have a few words with his batter just as he was stepping back to the plate. Maybe give him some words of encouragement there. First pitch chopped over the head of the pitcher to the second baseman. He'll make the play. Nice job of concentrating there for Davila. Didn't rush the throw, right in time. Two men get to the base. None score after 1 complete. Saluda, South Carolina 1, Miller County, Georgia nothing. You're watching the DYB World Series here on YouTube.
Management system made simple. No more complicated pages or confusing websites. TeamPass gives you quick and easy tools for better league management at a price less than a gallon of gas. You can spend less time working and more time playing. Visit www.teampass.com for more information.
I know when I'm putting a Wilson glove on, I don't got to worry. You get over 40,000 pitches thrown throughout a season. It's always trying to stay locked in 1 pitch at a time, slow down the game, and want the ball to be hit to you.
I want to play every day. I like to have fun.
Love this thing. I'm going to probably use this thing as long as I can.
Got to be locked in every pitch. At the end of the day, I just want to get outs for the pitchers.
It holds up throughout the entire season, which is a huge deal when you're playing every day.
I've been using the same glove for quite a while now. It's a testament to the product that y'all have been able to put in my hands.
If people have a Wilson glove, it's one of the best so far. No, the best is the best. People know that.
Welcome back to the 2026 Diamond Youth Baseball World Series presented by Smash It Sports. Leading off for Saluda, South Carolina is 17 Cash Durst. He will face Josiah Judkins with Saluda on top 1-0. First pitch swinging, grounds it to Butler at short. He'll make the long throw in time. Good looking throw there from Butler. 1 pitch, 1 out. That's what you want to see if you're Josiah Judkins. Here's Briar Bradley, his identical twin Bo. Wears number 11. Said the head coach Jarrett Cochran said, I have no idea how to tell the difference in the two, but sometimes the players, they can tell. So it's got to be something with personality or maybe mannerism, smile, something, but the players can tell them apart, but the coach said he has a really, really hard time telling them apart. His nickname is Fat Boy. Interesting. 7th grader. Takes a called strike, no balls and 2 strikes. Katy Perry fan. He said his favorite pregame song is California Girls. Oh, 2 pitch got him swinging. So 2 quick outs here in the top of the second for Josiah Judkins. Here's Ian Davila, the second baseman. Poppy is his nickname. A 7th grader at Saluda Middle School. Nice breaking pitch in there for strike 1. King Griffey Jr. fan. That's my age. So there we go. He's watched some good baseball. One ball and 1 strike, 2 away here. This is where Saluda got their run in the first inning on a 2-out RBI single from Cannon Cochran. Fouls this one back to the screen. I think I share the same values as Ian Davila does. My future career plans are to get money. That's same. I'm 30 years older than you. That's the same. I have the same future career plans. Swung on and got a piece of it. Nope, they said the catcher caught it. So that's a 1-2-3 inning for Josiah Judkins. He's retired 4 in a row since that RBI single, and he's now struck out 3 of the last 4 he has faced. We'll go to the bottom of the second inning. Saluda 1, Miller County, Georgia nothing. You're watching the DYB World Series on YouTube.
To show families that Land of Frost Premium Lunch Meat has generous portions for an affordable price, we got help from AI. Oh, yes. Wow.
This is why we don't do artificial.
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost Premium Meat.
Smasher Sports is proud to be the diamond sponsor of the 2026 Diamond Youth Baseball World Series. Smasher Sports is your one-stop shop for everything baseball and softball. Top brands, unbeatable prices, and gear trusted by players and coaches everywhere. From T-ball to the World Series stage, we've got your players and teams covered. Use code DYB15 to save 15% off your order at smashersports.com today.
Tired of missing registration deadlines while managing work and family chaos? Team Pass makes youth sports registration simple. Sign up your kids for their favorite activities in minutes from anywhere. Tell your leagues to get Team Pass now. Visit www.teampass.com.
When it comes to baseball and softball gear, nobody beats Smash It Sports, the largest bat and equipment selection online. Lowest prices guaranteed, free shipping. Real expertise from people who live the game. Smash It Sports has you covered. Visit smashitsports.com. Bottom of the second inning, 1-0. The South Carolina Majors lead it. This is Judah Judkins hitting for the first time, the center fielder. Miller County Elementary School. He's going into 5th grade. This is probably one of the younger players that we have out here in this tournament. Takes a called strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Some words of encouragement from Coach Holt. Hey, stay in there. That's a healthy cut. Gets a hold of it. Look at the speed. He almost beats out the ball right in front of the plate. He's going to be put out, though, 2-3. That ball just dinked right in front of the plate. I actually thought he swung and missed it, but it was just a very, very soft single. And a nice play for the catcher, Perry, to pop out there and make the throw in time down to first. Here's Griffin Roach. Where's number 99, the right fielder? Fouls this one down the right field line. Grace Christian Academy, 7th grader. Here's another Forrest Frank fan. I guess I have to look up Forrest Frank. Has anybody heard of Forrest Frank up here? Okay. Christian Gospel. Okay. I'll have to look up some Forrest Frank. Swings at that one up above his eyes there. Didn't know what to do with that one. And it's no balls and 2 strikes. Will Ergel working into his 2nd inning. He's allowed 3 base runners, but no runs so far. Gave up a single, a walk, and a hit by pitch, but he scattered in a couple ground outs in there. This one's popped up. He's going to do it himself and makes the catch right on the line. So 2 outs for Ergel. Lots of times you'll see pitchers get called off by others, but he had a beat on that one all the way and said, I'll take it. Let me have it. Cohen Richardson fouls off the first pitch, or swings through the first pitch. No balls and a strike. Babyface, he's going into 5th grade, so a couple younger ones here on this team. He fouls that one back at the screen. I will say that this Miller County, Georgia team has come out hacking today. They're swinging at a bunch of pitches early in the count. He also plays basketball and football. Takes that one high out of the zone. Two away here in the bottom of the 2nd. He stepped out of the box on that one and swung through it for strike 3. So a 1-2-3 inning for Ergel. And we have played 2. He's retired 4 straight after 2 in Laurel. It's Saluda, South Carolina 1, Miller County, Georgia nothing. You're watching DYB World Series here on YouTube.
Bat and ball. This is America's game. More than 5 million people are having fun at bat. And even more have answered the call to play ball. With the help of those who came before, our pastime's future is bright. When the lights are brightest, those who came through the pipeline are ready. All roads lead here. Playing for your country, playing for the love of the game, playing for glory.
See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasting, bread. Cheese, 10 more. Go.
I'm getting shredded.
Land of Frost premium meat. Now in hot honey.
Welcome back to the DYB World Series presented by Smash It Sports. First pitch popped up, and it's going to be out of play. We had some defensive changes for South Carolina. Get those to you. This is the right fielder, Colton Horn. Bats in the 10 hole. Bo Bradley, who's in the on-deck circle, he has gone now to left field. Takes the ball on the outside corner. So nothing has changed for the Georgia defense. That all looks the same so far. Here's the 1-2 coming. Ground ball to second. There's Span. Fields it cleanly, and there's one away. 5 straight retired by Josiah Judkins. All since that RBI single. Here's Bo Bradley, as I mentioned, is now in left field as the identical twin Breyer. I think Breyer actually, Breyer's coming in to play third base in the field. Takes ball 1 outside. Chopped foul. This is a ground ball. Butler at short. Strong throw, and I think his foot came off the bag at first base. So I would think an error on the first baseman. We'll give it a replay there and see. But it looked like it was a very strong throw over to first base. And yeah, his foot just came off the bag. So you got to give the error there to the first baseman. Roland just kind of lost where he was around the bag. And it'll be a runner at first base. This is Knox Cromley, the left fielder. Cromley Ford is the loan car dealership, I believe, in Saluda, South Carolina. And we're going to have a visit here in the circle. We'll give you a chance to make this statement. But if you get a chance to look at Jarrett Cochran's hair, the manager there, he's down here talking to the batter right now. If you get a chance to look at him, his hair is dyed purple. And he made mention of that when we were talking earlier. So Knox Cromley's mom did it last Monday. He promised the team that if they made it to the World Series, he would dye his hair purple. I don't know if you can see it there underneath his ball cap, but he was saying some of the players put like purple dye into their hair with their jersey numbers. And he said, hey, if we make it, I'll dye my hair purple. So it's kind of hard to see with the baseball cap on, but if you get a chance to look at it, he's got purple hair. It's faded a little bit, but it's a good look. Catches the outside corner, 1 ball and a strike to Cromley. He's the 12th hitter in the order, and we'll flip it back over to Chandler Crouch. Fly ball into center field. That's over the head of Judah Judkins. That's going to be at least a double. They'll run the batter around home plate. Not in time. It's going to be a stand-up RBI triple for Knox Cromley. He's running all the way there. I feel like I've got to give him a triple. Even though the throw came home, he never checked up going around the bag. So that error does come back and hurt. And we'll have another visit here on the mound. We'll see what changes we're going to make here. I definitely think you're going to have a pitching change now. We'll see who ends up going to what position, but Josiah Judkins is done on the mound. Your new pitcher is going to be number 4. That's going to be number 4. That is going to be Hathorn, who is playing third base. William Hathorn. So he'll replace Josiah Judkins. Cannot see. Judkins stayed in, I believe, to play the field. Cannot see where he went to. My guess is he went to third. Have to see where he goes. So it's 2-0 now. Saluda on the RBI triple from Cromley. Going to give him a chance to get a few more warm-up pitches. I think he looks like he's ready. So here's Chandler Crouch. First time he reached base on an infield single. Swings at this one, fouls it away. No balls and a strike. Grounds this one back to Hathorn. He had to play at home plate, and I think he probably just sped it up a little bit too much. Had the guy right there at home plate. He could have probably thrown out. Decides to go to first, and he gets the out, but it's going to score another run for Saluda. And that's a pretty easy RBI for Crouch. And that scores Cromley from third base. So 3-0 now. And it looks like some catcher's gear issues here for Hudson. He's going to fix his catcher's mask over there near his dugout. So we'll have a little bit of delay there. Ethan Burnett will step into the box after we have this brief little break here. Burnett, known by Easy E, Saluda Middle School 7th grader. His favorite baseball memory was beating Latta in the 8th inning with a walk-off. Misses outside, 2 balls and no strikes. So Saluda has had traffic in the first and third innings. They went 1-2-3 in the second, but that leadoff, that one-out error comes back to hurt Miller County, and it's ended up plating 2 runs now in the inning. There's 2 away. Burnett singled in his last at bat. Grounds one over the head of the pitcher. Shortstop can't come up with it. And I'm not sure he really had a play anyway when it's all said and done, so I'll give him an infield single. That's going to be a tough play way across the bag and have to rush the throw. Here's Will Ergel, who was pitching and is now up to bat. Ergel reached on a fielder's choice back in the first inning. 8th grader at Saluda Middle School. Fouls this one away. Best part of baseball is hitting tanks and striking people out. Most of these guys are Atlanta Braves fans, as you probably would expect. Pretty close to South Carolina over there, so lots of Braves fans. Everyone I look at, all these bios are all Atlanta Braves, mixing the Dodgers in there every now and again. This one's grounded, tries to backhand it at second base. And the runner's going to get on base. Wasn't able to get his body around there. We're going to go as an error there, I would think. Runners at first and second for Braylon Perry. Perry is the catcher. So now 2 on. And 2 out. Inside to Perry. This one's fly down the right field line. It's going to get out of play. Again, fouled out of play, just about in the same spot. Two balls and 2 strikes. I think we did get our substitutions. Now we know who's where. It's Josiah Judkins who moved to shortstop. And the shortstop who was, I believe, was that 6. That was Haven Butler. No, or am I off there? Number 6. Yeah, Butler. All right, here's a ground ball to short. Speaking of the shortstop. Makes the throw over, not in time at first base. That was Josiah Judkins who couldn't come up with the play. And the bases are loaded. This is probably the most difficult part when you're doing youth baseball, is figuring out the substitutions in game like this, especially when we're at the mercy of a phone call in the middle of an inning. But we do know that Judkins went to shortstop, and I'm trying to get who is it now at third base? Is that Haven Butler? Okay, Haven Butler is at third base. If y'all could see the amount of papers that we have up here, you would understand how difficult it is trying to figure that out. Back to the action here. You got Cannon Cochran has got the bases loaded and 2 outs. A chance to do some more damage here for Saluda, who leads it 3-0. Hathorn, who came in relief of Judkins, trying to get out of this jam. Fouls that one off. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Oh. I thought he fouled the ball out of play. Apologies there. It looked like that was a strike 3. It may have popped out of the glove here. Let's see it here on the replay. Okay, he just swung through it, and that's going to be a strikeout to end the inning. So 2 runs score, though. Part of that due to an error, and then an RBI triple gets it in. So we'll head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. You're watching the DYB World Series on YouTube.
Are you frustrated with league management systems that make you feel like you need an engineering degree to use them? Introducing TeamPass, a youth sports management system made simple. No more complicated pages or confusing websites. TeamPass gives you quick and easy tools for better league management at a price less than a gallon of gas. You can spend less time working and more time playing. Visit www.teampass.com for more information.
I know when I'm putting a Wilson glove on, I don't got to worry. You get over 40,000 pitches thrown throughout a season. It's always trying to stay locked in one pitch at a time, slow down the game, and want the ball to be hit to you.
I want to play every day. I like to have fun.
Love this thing. I'm going to probably use this thing as long as I can.
Got to be locked in every pitch. At the end of the day, I just want to get outs for the pitchers.
It holds up throughout the entire season, which is a huge deal when you're playing every day.
I've been using the same glove for quite a while now. It's a testament to the product that y'all have been able to put in my hands.
And people have a Wilson glove. It's one of the best so far. No, the best, it's the best. People know that.
Lots of defensive changes for South Carolina in the field. We'll try to get those to you as soon as we can. Ergel is still your pitcher. You got a new catcher in Cannon Cochran. You had some other changes around the diamond. Appreciate you logging in here to Laurel, Mississippi, and you're watching the DYB World Series presented by Smash It Sports. Miller County, Georgia trails 3-0, but they got a big strikeout to end that top of the third with the bases loaded. Now they're trying to get something going offensively. They just have one single so far. That's Josiah Judkins. This is number 5, Gunnar Rowland. His first at bat, he hits in the 10 spot. So we know at third base now is number 10, Ethan Burnett. We already got a new catcher as Cochran. And it's a called strike 3, so one away in the bottom of the third. Will Ergel has done a really nice job. Has allowed just one single. He struck out 3. This will bring up Beckett Span. Takes a called strike. His nickname is Bubba. From Colquitt, Georgia. Southwest Georgia Academy, 6th grader. His favorite pregame song is Shebang by Drake. He's a Dodgers fan. It's either Dodgers or Braves. I have not seen any other than that for either team so far. Outside, a ball and a strike. I want to get a chance to wish Glenda Holt a happy birthday on Sunday. That's the mother of manager Cameron Holt, who's standing there in the third base bag, and another called strike 3. So back-to-back strikeouts looking for Ergel. And he struck out 3 in a row. But yeah, Glenda, happy birthday. I'm sure you're watching back in Colquitt County, Georgia. Also, another one of these players has a birthday coming up. Good chance to talk about it since we have, it looks like a pitching change probably, but William Hathorn, who's now pitching, his birthday's coming up on July 31st. He said that they're going to have a big birthday celebration for all the players. And we will have a pitching change. It looks like Ergel is out of the game. He did a fantastic job. I'll let you know who the new pitcher is going to be. You see Coach Cochran out there. So it looks like the left fielder Knox Cromley is going to come in to pitch now. And we'll see who goes to left field. Just a couple changes. So some warm-up tosses here for Knox Cromley. So far, really, the defense has been the difference in the game here. Miller County, Georgia has only been able to have a couple base runners, and they've only put the ball in play one time, so they're trying to get something going. And yesterday they ended up scoring 22 runs, so they've got offense. They're just trying to get something going offensively, trying to see if maybe Cooper Bridges can get it started here. He's the last guy to hit in the order. We'll try to get you those defensive changes. I know we have a new shortstop as well. I think he's coming out now. That looks like that is what, Ergel. It's like Ergel's going to short. Your right fielder is Colton Horn. And there's a first pitch swinging from Cooper Bridges. Oh, takes one off the helmet there. That's one way to get on base. Shake that one off a little bit. Hey, they need base runners right now. Whether it's in your helmet, that's what they make them for. So he got on base there. Breaking pitch too, so at least it wasn't a fastball that came in there. But they needed base runners, and they've got one with 2 outs. And now back to the top of the order in Haven Butler. Butler grounded out to second, his first at bat. Takes a called strike from Cromley. Bottom of the third inning, Miller County trying to get something going offensively. A ball and a strike. Top of the zone, 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Judkins, who's in the on-deck circle, is responsible for the only base hit of the game for Miller County, Georgia. How about that? 3 straight strikes, all towards the top of the zone. And they are struck out. Retires the side via strikeouts. So no runs, no hits, no errors. 1 left on base via a walk, but that's 4 strikeouts over the last 5 batters for South Carolina pitching. 3-0. Saluda leads it. You're watching the DYB World Series presented by Smash It Sports.
To show families that Land of Frost Premium Lunch Meat has generous portions for an affordable price, we got help from AI. Oh, yes. Wow.
This is why we don't do artificial.
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost Premium Meat.
Smash Sports is proud to be the diamond sponsor of the 2026 Diamond Youth Baseball World Series. Smash Sports is your one-stop shop for everything baseball and softball. Top brands, unbeatable prices, and gear trusted by players and coaches everywhere. From T-ball to the World Series stage, we've got your players and teams covered. Use code DYB15 to save 15% off your order at smashersports.com today.
Tired of missing registration deadlines while managing work and family chaos? Team Pass makes youth sports registration simple. Sign up your kids for their favorite activities in minutes from anywhere. Tell your leagues to get Team Pass now. Visit www.teampass.com.
The love of the game begins with the bat and ball. This is America's game. More than 5 million people are having fun at bat, and even more have answered the call to play ball. With the help of those who came before, our pastime's future is bright. When the lights are brightest, those who came through the pipeline are ready. All roads lead here. Playing for your country, playing for the love of the game, playing for glory.
Welcome back to the DYB World Series presented by Smash It Sports. First pitch swinging for Adams, and that's a new right fielder, but he's called off by the second baseman, Span, and there's one away. So we have some defensive changes. In right field now is 21 Riker King, and center is Cohen Richardson. At third base is Tylen Hudson. And your new catcher is Haven Butler. Here is Cash Durst. He grounded out to short in his first at bat. Fouls this one out of play. A ball and a strike here to Durst, who started the day 0 for 1. Saluda has had the leadoff man on just once today, and that was in the first inning when they jumped ahead 1-0. Here's a ground ball to Span, and he's got the first 2 outs of the inning. Brings up Briar Bradley. He struck out swinging. Mentioned his identical twin as Bo Bradley. He was in left field at one point, but that's now Godfrey who's out there. Chopped over the head of Hathorn. Coming on is Josiah Judkins, and it pops out of the glove of the first baseman. And it's going to be another error on the first baseman. That's Roland. That ball was humming in there from Judkins. And so now there's going to keep the inning alive there. Here's Ian Davila. He struck out swinging back in the second inning. This will be a wild pitch. It's going to get the runner down to second base. So another runner in scoring position, and Saluda trying to add to a 3-0 lead. Fouls this one out of play. A ball and a strike. Thank you to Wilson Baseball. Make plays at any position with Wilson A2K and A2000 baseball gloves, designed with long-lasting pro stock leather and trusted by elite players like Mookie Betts and Ellie De La Cruz. Visit wilson.com to learn more and find your next favorite glove. It's a hot day here in Laurel, Mississippi. Once you make it to July in Mississippi, you're lucky if it's under 100 degrees. I think today's right at probably the heat index is somewhere around 110. Actual feels like 105. It's at least we got a splash pad out here in right field, though. So after the game, you can get out there and take your uniform off and maybe at least get your hair wet a little bit. So that's a nice amenity to have out here. There's another wild pitch. Runner's going to go to third base. Hathorn humming it in there, but lost a little bit of control. Again, trying to work out of a little bit of a jam here. Popped up. Shallow right field. That's the new right fielder, Riker King, and he'll make the catch. So strands a runner at third base. So a nice job by Hathorn working out of traffic again. No runs, no hits, 1 error, 1 left on base. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Miller County, Georgia trying to get something going offensively. You're watching DYB World Series presented by Smash It Sports.
5 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasting, bread. Cheese, 10 more. Go.
I'm getting shredded.
Land of Frost Premium Meat, now in hot honey flavors.
Are you frustrated with league management systems that make you feel like you need an engineering degree to use them? Introducing Team Pass, a youth sports management system made simple. No more complicated pages or confusing websites. Team Pass gives you quick and easy tools for better league management at a price less than a gallon of gas. You can spend less time working and more time playing. Visit www.teampass.com for more information.
I know when I'm putting a Wilson glove on, I don't got to worry. You get over 40,000 pitches thrown throughout a season. It's always trying to stay locked in one pitch at a time, slow down the game, and want the ball to be hit to you.
I want to play every day. No, I like to have fun.
Love this thing. I'm going to probably use this thing as long as I can.
Got to be locked in every pitch. At the end of the day, I just want to get outs for the...
Welcome back to the DYB World Series presented by Smash It Sports. Miller County, Georgia, looking for some offense. They've got one hit so far, and that was a infield single from Josiah Judkins in the first inning. Some defensive changes for South Carolina. We know now at third base is Bo Bradley. Or did I get that wrong? Which one? Okay, Briar Bradley is at third base. And his brother, Bo Bradley, is in left field. Identical twins. See, I can't even tell them apart from 100 yards away. And Cash Durst is back in right field, and that's a 4-pitch walk. And that's the first leadoff that Miller County, Georgia has had today. So that could bode well for the offense. Here's Hoke Godfrey. Pitches outside. Judkins thought about it a little bit. He's sneaking off the bag. Here's Hokey Pokey now to the plate. Here comes head coach Jarrett Cochran to have a quick visit with Cromley on the mound. You could tell that he's just a little bit uncomfortable. He's thrown a couple balls high and out of the plate, out of the zone, and then he 4-pitch walk. Actually, it's 5 straight balls, so nice job here for Mr. Cochran coming out and just having a quick word. Can you maybe see the purple hair there some in the back? I don't know if you could see it or not. It's a light purple now. I'm sure it was like as purple as these tints are down here. You can kind of see maybe in your camera, like I'm assuming a week ago it was much purpler than it is now. Misses inside, and he's going to say it hit him, and it looks like it did. So back-to-back free passes, and now Miller County, Georgia has got something going, and here comes Hathorn now. And that's going to be a pitching change, so we're going to have a new pitcher. We can maybe step away here and take a break. A big shout out to our diamond sponsor, Smash It Sports. Whether you're a player chasing your next at bat or a parent gearing up for a future star, Smash It Sports has you covered with the best brands and unbeatable prices. Shop now at smashitsports.com. Today's game is also brought to you in part by Sadler Insurance. They have been the endorsed insurance provider for DYB for decades. Think of Sadler Insurance for all your sports insurance needs for all different types of sports and activities. Quotes are available instantly online at sadlersports.com. Sadler insures teams, leagues, camps, tournament hosts, and sports facilities, and is one of a one-stop shop for all your policies and risk management needs. Sadler is the official insurance provider to Diamond Youth Baseball. And all of us at Synergy Sports and Entertainment would like to thank the City of Laurel and the gang at Laurel Parks and Recreation for their kind hospitality throughout our 2-week stay here at the 2026 DYB World Series. For those watching our broadcast, check out visitlaureljones.com for more information. We'll get the defensive changes to you as soon as we get them up here on the phone. That does look like Braylon Perry, I believe, pitching now. Or number 1 pitching. Sorry, that's 7. That is Braylon Perry. And Knox Cromley is going to go to center field. So just a easy switch there. And now 2 on, nobody out. For Hathorn, who's bigger than I am. He says he wants to be an MLB player. He looks like it. He's, 12 years old? Big guy. 8th grader. Here's Braylon Perry, first pitch. His pitch almost hits Hathorn. So all of a sudden, just kind of running into a little bit of problems here on the mound for South Carolina Majors. There's a nice strike down the middle. So the tying run at the plate, and Hathorn, he struck out swinging back in the first inning. Nice breaking pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out here. Running out of outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Ooh, I think the home plate umpire wanted to pull the trigger there and just held off on it a little bit outside the zone, but he wiggled a little bit there. He was ready to ring him up. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Inside ball gets away, and the runners are going to move up to second and third on a wild pitch. So now a base hit anywhere, somewhere in a gap, could easily score a couple and quickly make this a whole new ball game. Swing and a miss. Got him swinging for the 2nd time. That's the first out of the inning. Swung just, it looks like swung just over the top of it there for the first out. Here's the catcher, Tylen Hudson, takes a called strike. He was hit by a pitch in the first. I mentioned this is the first time that Miller County, Georgia has had the leadoff man on. And really, this is their first real threat. Said he did not swing. 1 ball and 1 strike. In the first inning, they had the bases loaded via a single walk and hit by pitch, but could not do anything with it. Oof, I don't know. That one's low and away there, but catches the bottom of the zone. Outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Pirates, Miller County Pirates, trying to get a couple runs back here on a base hit. See if Hudson can deliver. High and inside. The count's run full now. Here's the payoff. Slaps this one out of play, and on one of the other fields that are warming up. We're here on Raising Cane's field today. The sponsorship is working because I feel like that's where I'm headed after this game. And there's also a lemonade stand down the left side, so I may just hit the lemonade stand on the way out and then go straight to Cane's and get. So it's working. Thank you, Raising Cane's. Your sponsorship is working. It got me. I think it brushed his jersey. It did. A hit by pitch for the 2nd time, and they are loaded for 21, Riker King. And a quick word of encouragement from the manager, Cameron Holt, as Riker King steps into the box. He grounded out. He had the bases loaded in the first inning and grounded out, so now he's got a chance at a little bit of redemption. But last time there was 2 outs. This time there's just 1 out. Here's another pre-gamer. He's a Treaty Oak Revival and Forrest Frank. Grounds this one to short. The force at home. Not going to be able to double him up at first, but it does get the lead runner. And there are 2 away. So hit right back to short. And instead of trying to maybe turn a double play or anything like that to get out of the inning, he gets to for sure out at home. And now Judah Judkins has a chance to break through for the offense. That ball is high out of the zone for ball 1. Miller County Elementary School 5th grader. That one's out of the zone. Runner's going to try to score from third. It's a great throw back, and he got him. It's not very often that a wild pitch you come back and get rewarded by an out, but how about that? Braylon Perry throws it a little bit high and out of the zone. And how about Cochran? Heads up, go gets the ball, throws it home, and a great tag there by Braylon Perry, and they work out of another bases-loaded jam. Thanks to I guess it's going to go down as a 2-1 putout to end the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, 3 left on base. We've played 4, and Saluda, South Carolina leads it 3-0. You're watching the DYB World Series presented by Smash It Sports.
To show families that Land of Frost Premium Lunch Meat has generous portions for an affordable price, we got help from AI. Oh, yes. Wow.
This is why we don't do artificial.
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost Premium Meat.
Smash Sports is proud to be the diamond sponsor of the 2026 Diamond Youth Baseball World Series. Smash Sports is your one-stop shop for everything baseball and softball. Top brands, unbeatable prices, and gear trusted by players and coaches everywhere. From T-ball to the World Series stage, we've got your players and teams covered. Use code.
Welcome back to the DYB World Series. And there's a base hit right up the middle for Horn to start off the inning. Colton Horn gets a leadoff man on for Saluda here in the top of the 5th inning. Bo Bradley steps to the plate. He reached on an error and scored in the 3rd inning. He made it 2-0. This ball gets away from the catcher, Butler. And the runner's going to get down to second base, so another runner in scoring position. Swing and a miss. Didn't get a chance to tell you that Colton Horn's favorite baseball memory was punching that ticket here to Mississippi. He wants to be an MLB player or a firefighter. Here's Bo Bradley. This is my guy right here. Bo Bradley. Nicknames are Bobo and Bowman. He's going into 7th grade. Ooh, this one almost hits him, and he gets out of the way, and it did hit him. They're saying it did hit him. Looks like it maybe caught him on the left shoulder. Probably scared him more than anything. That was heading towards his head there. See on the replay, I think it might have caught like the top of his left shoulder up near the ear. Oh, just tries to get away from it. Actually ran into it in a way, but hey, it gets the job done. And he's on base. Going to slowly walk down there. Should be all right. Nobody ever wants to get hit by a baseball. I know that was one of the reasons I didn't play baseball. I don't want a ball coming at me that fast. They're going to give him a few more minutes to kind of walk it off there. In the meantime, the manager for Miller County, Cameron Holt, going to come out and have a couple words just to maybe settle down the team. But Bo Bradley, who just got hit by that pitch, he said the best part of baseball is the moms. And he wants to own a trucking company with his big brother and call it Triple B Enterprises. This guy has got it. He knows what's going on here. Trucking company with his big brother and or welding. Triple B Enterprises. He's in 7th grade. He knows what he wants to do. I didn't have a clue until I was a senior in college. So he's ready. We are going to have some defensive changes. A new pitcher. Hathorn is going to go back to third base where he started the game. Your pitcher is going to be number 3. That is Tylen Hudson. Hudson was catching at one point. Let's see what other defensive changes we have. That may be it. Was that just a straight third first switch? Okay. Good. Hey, let's keep doing those. I like those switches. So some warm-up tosses here for Hudson. And Cromley is going to step in ready to hit. He tripled back in the 3rd inning. An RBI triple. That gave Saluda a 2-0 lead. Runners at first and second. Nobody out here in the top of the 5th. Mentioned Saluda, South Carolina, about 45 minutes from Columbia, South Carolina. I am in Columbia a good bit during the football season. A farm town. This one skied into right field. Riker King backs up, and that's a very good first pitch, first out. That's what you want if you're coming into the game, is to get a quick out and nobody advances any bags. Here's Chandler Crouch in the top of the order. I mentioned Saluda, South Carolina. They're a little farm town. I mentioned that Cash Durst, his dad, is a chicken and cattle farmer. They got them a butcher shop there in Saluda. So if you need to get anything at a butcher shop, or if you need to buy a car, I think you're good to go. You got Knox Cromley and Cash Durst. Those two families can help you out with your, looks like if you want some meat, or if you need a new car, you're good by the number 12 hitter and the number 7 hitter. And they do have $3 generals compared to, I think, $1 general for Miller County. So they got y'all beat there. Sorry, Miller County. I still can't get over Miller County only having a Burger King and a Hardee's. I'm not a fan of either, so I want to know what y'all do for your, I guess that's maybe your breakfast food. Have to go to the market and get some food. Here's a wild pitch. Runners are going to go up a bag, and that's going to be it. They're going to be standing at 2nd and 3rd. So 2 now in scoring position on the wild pitch. A big opportunity here for Crouch. He's got a single and an RBI ground out. Going to go have a quick visit between Butler and Hudson. Chandler Crouch trying to give Saluda a bigger lead here, trying to build on that lead. This one over the top of his helmet. Chandler is going into Saluda middle 8th grade. All these guys have the same favorite baseball memory, and that's beating Latta in the 8th inning to go to the World Series, the 2nd team ever from Saluda. And right now, Hudson just having a hard time trying to find the zone here. Also an Atlanta Braves fan, Ronald Acuna Jr., of course. Here's the 3-2 high and out of the zone, and the bases are going to be loaded. A single, a hit by pitch, and a walk. And now this brings up Ethan Burnett, who's 2 for 2 today. He could really make it hurt. Easy E. Having fun and hitting bombs. I can get behind Kendrick Lamar. That's his favorite artist. I can get behind that. Some of these guys I've never heard of. Like I said, there's another one, Poisoned by Bell. Belle Biv DeVoe. I don't know that one. I've heard of Chief Keef. I've never heard of the Blessing. I've heard of Katy Perry, of course. I've got a 4-year-old and a 1-year-old, so I'm sure I'll be learning about some music I've never heard before. Here's a hard hit ball to left. Runner's going to tag from third. The throw is good and just a little bit high and comes sliding home. Colton Horn just underneath the tag, and it's going to be an RBI sac fly for Burnett. And that's a big out there to get the second out. The run does score, and the runners both move up a bag. But I think I would trade an out at this point. Bases loaded and out for a run. And here's Ergel. He reached on a fielder's choice and on an error in the third. First pitch is grounded to short to Judkins. Nice throw over and a good scoop there at first base. And that will end the inning, but not before Saluda picks up another run. A sac fly from Burnett with the bases loaded makes it 4-0. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Miller County, Georgia, coming to bat, looking to get some offense going. You're watching the 2026 DYB World Series presented by Smash It Sports.
15% off your order at smashitsports.com today.
Tired of missing registration deadlines while managing work and family chaos? Team Pass makes youth sports registration simple. Sign up your kids for their favorite activities in minutes from anywhere. Tell your leagues to get Team Pass now. Visit www.teampass.com.
The love of the game begins with the bat and ball. This is America's game. More than 5 million people are having fun at bat, and even more have answered the call to play ball. With the help of those who came before, our pastime's future is bright. When the lights are brightest, those who came through the pipeline are ready. All roads lead here. Playing for your country, playing for the love of the game, playing for glory.
Back to the 2026 DYB World Series presented by Smash It Sports. Griffin Roach, Cohen Richardson, Gunnar Rowland trying to get something going offensively for the Pirates here in the bottom of the 5th. Ball 1 to Griffin Roach. He popped up to the pitcher in the 2nd inning. Had the leadoff man on last inning. Loaded the bases. And a great play on a wild pitch, a 2-1 put out to get out of the jam. You really don't see that very often, but the way the distance between home plate and the backstop here is what your saving grace was. Because if it's any deeper, that guy scores pretty easily. But it's a great play between Perry and Cochran to come up with the out that got him out of the inning. Swing and a miss. Had him chasing the other batter's box, and there's one away. Cohen Richardson struck out in the second. Takes a called strike. Going into 5th grade is Cohen Richardson. Another Acuna fan. Chops this one into right center field in the gap for a base hit. Second hit of the game for Miller County, Georgia, and they needed it. Now let's see if they can work off that. That's the first single since Josiah Judkins singled the second batter of the game. I may have been, yeah, I was ahead of batter. So I'm sorry, I was ahead of batter there. So sorry about that. The strikeout was Judah Judkins. That should have been a single by Griffin Roach right there. So we were ahead of batter there. So this is Cohen Richardson. He struck out. Apologies there. That was, I had that 2-1 put out under Judkins there. But here's Richardson. This is Babyface. Just misses down the first base line. His future career plans are to be a farmer. So he's going to be used to being out in the heat. Miller County just has not been able really to string much together offensively. They've been aided by some hit by pitches and walks. But let's see if they can string a couple singles together or something to put some pressure on. A couple defensive changes. That's Burnett now at third base. And in right field is Horn. He went back to right field. Colton Horn takes a called strike. Ethan Burnett at third. Payoff pitch, and he walked him. So here we go. Now can the Pirates keep getting going offensively here and get some runs, get back in the game? Here's Gunnar Rowland. He struck out looking. Few words of encouragement for Coach Holt. I feel like if I am Gunnar Rowland right here, I'm going to take a couple pitches. I know you're probably going to press a little bit. You got 2 on. You want to make a big hit, get your team back in the game. But I feel like a couple of these pitches are way out of the zone. I may just sit there and take a couple and just see what happens. Maybe don't swing till you get that first strike. Gunnar going into 6th grade this year. He was looking all the way there, takes a called strike. That's probably what Coach Holt said too. Why don't you just watch one here and see where it ends up. Oh. Well, we were on the same page about watching pitches, but I didn't expect to go 0-2. So now you got to protect for sure. Swung on and missed, struck him out. So those first 2 pitches, he definitely was going to watch them. But better job by Braylon Perry of spotting those pitches. Here's Beckett Spann. He struck out looking back in the 3rd inning. And we are going to have possibly a pitching change here for South Carolina. So we're going to take a little short break here while we have these defensive changes, and we'll be back shortly from Laurel, Mississippi. You're watching the DYB World Series presented by Smash It Sports.
You guys are crushing it. See? See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasting, bread. Cheese, 10 more. Go.
I'm getting shredded.
Land of Frost premium meat. Now in hot honey flavors.
Are you frustrated with league management systems that make you feel like you need an engineering degree to use them? Introducing Team Pass, a youth sports management system made simple. No more complicated pages or confusing websites. Team Pass gives you quick and easy tools for better league management at a price less than a gallon of gas. You can spend less time working and more time playing. Visit www.teampass.com for more information.
I know when I'm putting a Wilson glove on, I don't got to worry. You get over 40,000 pitches thrown throughout a season. It's always trying to stay locked in one pitch at a time, slow down the game, and want the ball to be hit to you.
I want to play every day. No, I like to have fun.
Love this thing. I'm going to probably use this thing as long as I can.
Got to be locked in every pitch. At the end of the day, I just want to get outs for the pitchers.
It holds up throughout the entire season, which is a huge deal when you're playing every day.
I've been using the same glove for quite a while now. It's a testament to the product that y'all have been able to put in my hands.
And people have a Wilson glove. It's one of the best so far. Not the best, it's the best. People know that.
Back here in Laurel, Mississippi at the DYB World Series, presented by Smash It Sports. Defensive changes. Ian Davila now pitching. Cromley is in left field. Braylon Perry's in center field. First pitch misses low for Davila. 2 on, 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th for Miller County, Georgia. Catches the top of the zone, a ball and a strike. This one also misses low. 2 balls, no strikes. Beckett Spann is your batter, and he's ahead 3-0. Loves being with his friends. He's going into Southwest Georgia Academy 6th grade. Wants to be a professional fisherman. That is a tough career. I put that up there with as tough as being like a professional golfer. Takes a strike at the bottom of the zone. You got to be really good at your craft if you're a golfer or a fisherman. You can go out there every day and not catch a single fish. Ground ball to second. Going to throw to second for 1. Gets the force out, and that ends the inning. So no runs on 1 hit. They walked 1, no errors, and they leave 2 men on base. So we have played 5 complete here in Laurel, Mississippi. Saluda, South Carolina will take a 4-0 lead into the final inning. You're watching the 2026 DYB World Series presented by Smash It Sports.
To show families that Land of Frost premium lunch meat has generous portions for an affordable price, we got help from AI. Oh, yes. Wow.
This is why we don't do artificial.
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost premium meat.
Smash It Sports is proud to be the diamond sponsor of the 2026 Diamond Youth Baseball World Series. Smash It Sports is your one-stop shop for everything baseball and softball. Top brands, unbeatable prices, and gear trusted by players and coaches everywhere. From T-ball to the World Series stage, we've got your players and teams covered. Use code DYB15 to save 15% off your order at SmashItSports.com today.
Tired of missing registration deadlines while managing work and family chaos? Team Pass makes youth sports registration simple. Sign up your kids for their favorite activities in minutes from anywhere. Tell your leagues to get Team Pass now. Visit www.teampass.com.
The love of the game begins with the bat and ball. This is America's game. More than 5 million people are having fun at bat, and even more have answered the call to play ball. With the help of those who came before, our pastime's future is bright. When lights are brightest, those who came through the pipeline.
Back to the 2026 DYB World Series here in Laurel, Mississippi, presented by Smash It Sports. The winner of this game is going to play tomorrow at noon against the winner of Caldwell, Louisiana, and Sneads, Florida. They were also scheduled to play at 11:15. Not sure if that has gone final or not, or if they may be playing behind us. But tomorrow at noon on RW and Electric Field. So if Miller County cannot get anything going in the bottom of the inning, it'll be Saluda who will advance tomorrow to play at noon. The loser of this game will play at 10:15 tomorrow. Outside corner called strike 3. Strikes out Perry. A nice mix of pitches there. Just drop one in there nicely. Was Tylen Hudson. This one's fouled out of play. Reminder, today's game stream is brought to you by Synergy Sports and Entertainment, the official broadcast partner of Diamond Youth Baseball. Our experienced team of professional announcers, producers, and camera operators are excited to bring you live coverage all this week and next week. Over 100 years of combined experience, Synergy Sports is a full-service sports media and marketing company offering end-to-end video coverage, sports broadcasting, sponsorship, acquisition, and promotion of your company's special events. Check us out at synergysportsproductions.com. Count now 2 balls and a strike. Of course, a special thank you to Sadler Sports Insurance, Wilson Baseball, Smash It Sports, Land of Frost. It's the reason why we can bring you these games here on YouTube. 3 balls and a strike to Cochran. He had the RBI single in the first, and he'll take a walk here to put a runner on base with 1 out in the top of the 6th. Cooper Adams will step in now. He's 0 for 2, looking for his first hit of the game. We might have a change here. Coach Holt is out of the dugout. Let's see if there's going to be any changes defensively for Georgia. This might be just to settle him down a little bit. We've seen 3 pitchers so far for Georgia. You had Josiah, Judkins, Hathorn, and now Hudson. The next 3 hitters in the order are all 0 for 2 today. Today's game is brought to you by Lando Frost, a family-owned business that's been making great tasting lunch meat for over 60 years. Find their brands in supermarkets nationwide. Check them out at landofrost.com. After that brief visit on the mound, here's Adams. Fouls that out of play. For Miller County, Georgia, they're going to have 12, 1, and 2 coming up in the bottom of the 6th to try to keep the game alive. Nice fastball there, swung through that one. So I'll tell you what, since the quick visit, he's thrown 2 right down the pipe. He's beat Adams both times on it. See if he goes back to it again. He did. Just gets a piece of it. So Saluda scored in the first on an RBI single from Cochran. They added 2 more in the third, thanks to an error, an RBI ground out by Crouch, and an RBI triple by Cromley. Then they scored again in the fifth on a sac fly from Burnett, and there's a strike out for Hudson. So there's 2 away. And the Pirates have threatened multiple times. In the first, they had them loaded, didn't score. In the fourth, they had them loaded, didn't score. Had 2 on with 1 out in the fifth and didn't score. So just has not been able to string hits together today. And if I remember correctly, they only have 2 hits in the game. And Saluda has taken advantage of a couple errors, a couple wild pitches, and a pass ball. It's really been the difference in the game. Back to the pitcher, Hudson. Nice job. Gives a little teardrop throw to first base, and that will retire the side. So no runs, no hits, no errors. 1 left on base via a walk. And we'll go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Miller County needs 4 to tie, 5 to win it. You're watching the 2026 DYB World Series presented by Smash It Sports.
Playing for your country, playing for the love of the game, playing for glory.
See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasting, bread. Cheese, 10 more. Go.
I'm getting shredded.
Land of Frost premium meat, now in hot honey flavors.
Are you frustrated with league management systems that make you feel like you need an engineering degree to use them? Introducing TeamPass, a youth sports management system made simple. No more complicated pages or confusing websites. TeamPass gives you quick and easy tools for better league management at a price less than a gallon of gas. You can spend less time working and more time playing. Visit www.teampass.com for more information.
I know when I'm putting a Wilson glove on, I don't got to worry. You get over 40,000 pitches thrown throughout a season. It's always trying to stay locked in 1 pitch at a time, slow down the game, and want the ball to be hit to you.
I want to play every day. I like to have fun.
Back here in Laurel, Mississippi, bottom of the 6th inning. Miller County, Georgia's got to get 4 to tie, 5 to win it. Couple defensive changes in left field is Bo Bradley, and right field is Durst. And at third base is Briar Bradley. Ian Davila trying to close it out. This is low. This is number 8, Cooper Bridges. He walked in the 3rd inning and was stranded there. Good news is they're going to be able to flip it back to the top of the order, give themselves a chance to get something going. The top of the order has had 4 runners reach base today. I'm convinced if Miller County can just get a couple on base and get 1 hit, this could get interesting. Inside. 3-1. They have had the leadoff man on in this game 1 time, and that was in the 4th inning on a leadoff walk to Josiah Judkins. Swung on, gets a piece of it. Count's going to run full. Ball 4 up in the zone. And there's your leadoff man. So he did his job in the 12 spot, and now it's Butler, Haven Butler in the top of the order. Just got to string a couple hits together, a couple base runners together, and you never know what can happen. This is a team that scored 22 runs yesterday, and they have been held to none today. Got him leaning off the bag at first, but gets back safely. So they scored 22 yesterday. This is a team that can score. They're 11-2 this between April and July. They've won 11 games and lost just 2. They are capable. Inside, called strike, a ball and a strike. Ooh, thought about that one too. It misses in the top of the zone. So Davila looking for the first out for the South Carolina defense. Swings through that one. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Mentioned the winner of this game will play tomorrow at noon. The loser will play at 10:15 on R&W Electric Field. Hit him. 2 on, nobody out, just like that. And now here's Josiah Judkins, who singled in the first, walked in the fourth. It worked out for Miller County, Georgia, that they had the top of the order due up here in the final at bat. Judkins has reached base today twice. Godfrey, who's on deck, has reached today twice. Judkins started the game on the mound. This one's fouled out of play. Davila steps off the back of the rubber there, just wants to reset. Looking for the first out of the inning. Misses inside. It's now 2-2. Davila. He remembers his first no-hitter and first home run over the fence. Those are 2 of his favorite baseball memories. Right now, he just needs a strikeout or any out. Favorite pregame artist is Bad Bunny. That's who performed in the Super Bowl last year. I was off a pitch. Okay, yeah, that's 3-2. Oh, and now the runners are hung up at second and third. You can't call them out because that was they've got to go back to first and second. Or I guess technically no, they could just be stolen bases. But I've got to think it's like a dead ball because he got it wrong. So they're going to come and talk about it. But he thought it was, the home plate umpire thought it was ball 4, pointed to the base. Yeah, the runner's got to go back. I was about to say, but I knew we weren't off we weren't off a pitch count up here. We knew we were good. 3-2. So first and second, the count is full. Here's the payoff. Ground ball to short. Tries to backhand it and can't make the play. A runner's going to try to score from second base, and he does. How about that? 4-1. Tries to backhand it. It's going to be an RBI single for Judkins. And now there it is. Finally, that first run of the game for the Pirates. And now here's Godfrey. Hoke Godfrey walked and was hit by a pitch. You just knew it was coming at some point that Miller County was going to get on the board. If you're them, you didn't want to wait to the final inning, but they've been pressing. Here's a ball to short. Could be two. Steps on the bag for one. Not in time at first. The runner's going to try to score. Play at the plate. Safe. Underneath the tag was Haven Butler. So you trade 1 for 1 there. And the second run of the game scores, but now you're down to your final out. So a fielder's choice, RBI, and there are 2 away. Oh, that's just the first out. Excuse me, that's the first out. So you had to walk, the hit by pitch, the single. So the 6 unassisted stepping on the bag. Here's Hathorn, William Hathorn. So yeah, my mistake there. 2 runs have scored now and just 1 out. You got Hathorn who struck out twice. Misses low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Davila working quickly. 3-2. A walk, a hit by pitch, a single, and a fielder's choice. And a called strike 3 on the outside corner. Man, that is a big strikeout. It's the 3rd time that Hathorn has struck out, and now it's down to Hudson. Hudson will have a quick chat with Coach Holt. You've got Godfrey at first base on the fielder's choice. Hudson today has been hit by pitch twice. Right now, he represents the tying run. Outside, runner's going to move up. So there's you another runner in scoring position. South Carolina trying to hang on. There's a called strike. Georgia has scored 2 here in the bottom of the 6th, but they are down to their final out. This one's slap foul and down the first base line. So down to their final strike. This double elimination tournament. Yesterday was pool play, so this would be the first out, or the first loss of the tournament. Here's the 1-2 pitch. I thought it hit him again. Just up underneath his hands. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2. Outside, 3-2. Riker King just standing in the on-deck circle, hoping for a chance. He's 0 for 2 today. The payoff. Inside, he walked him. So now the winning run comes to the plate in Riker King. He wants a new bat. Let's see if Riker King can work some magic to keep this game alive. Big Back, as he's known by, from Oak Ridge, Tennessee. Well, Freddie Freeman is known for some clutch hits, so let's see if Riker King can get some. That's one of his favorite players, Freddie Freeman, and then Ben Rice of the Dodgers, and then Mason Miller. Asked him here on this bio form, do you play any of those sports? He said no. Baseball is life. 0-2, way behind that one. He struck out swinging, and that will end the game. So Ian Davila works through some trouble, but he's able to get the final out via the strikeout, his second of the inning. South Carolina wins it 4-2. They will play tomorrow against the winner of Caldwell, Louisiana, and Sneads, Florida. Miller County, Georgia will play tomorrow at 10:15 on RW Electric Field. Appreciate you tuning in here at the 2026 DYB World Series presented by Smash It Sports. For Miller County, scoreless through the first 5 innings. They score a couple there in the 6th thanks to a walk and a hit by pitch to lead off the inning. For Saluda, a run in the 1st, 2 in the 3rd, 1 in the 5th. And they did enough to get on top of the game early. Some good defensive plays. I know our play of the game was one that changed the game here early in the game. How about this? How about the wild pitch coming over the head of the catcher, and then it's Cannon Cochran that makes the tag at the plate, and that ends the game. So the high pitch there from Braylon Perry, but the heads up between Perry and Cochran to get the out. And that was big because the bases were loaded there with 2 outs. That ended the inning. That was 2 times that Miller County had the bases loaded and did not score. But a great game here to finish it 4-2. South Carolina Majors win it over Miller County, Georgia. Appreciate you watching here today. Plenty more games to come here in Laurel, Mississippi at the 2026 DYB World Series presented by Smash It Sports.